into MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. It's the Panthers and the Giants. And welcome into another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. The 6-6 Giants, the 5-7 Panthers. A big battle in the NFC East. The Giants 1 game behind the Cowboys, tied with Philadelphia, and the Panthers 2 games behind the Cowboys. The Giants will get the ball first. We're underway. Fielded by Kylan Johnson at the 4-yard line over the 20-25, and Kylan Johnson out to the 35, but a flag is down. The third year back out of Tennessee, and this may be coming back. And that's going to be on Chris Adams. So the Giants will start from their own 18-yard line. The Giants are led by their starting quarterback, number 14, William Rogers, in his second year out of Ole Miss. University of Mississippi. Rogers in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Hands off to Eric Johnson. The third year back out of Duke gets a 5-yard gain. It'll bring up 2nd and 5. Jason Redding on the tackle, number 51, in his 12th year out of Miami. After this game, there'll be 64 games left in the season. We're keeping up. On 2nd and 5, Rogers, and he gets sacked back at the 17-yard line. Evil Dead's taking the Panthers -2, the over-under at 44, excuse me. Evil Dead missed it big time last game. We all did. He picked Miami -20. That didn't happen. You should have picked Panthers -20 or Patriots. So the Panthers get a big sack. It'll bring up 3rd and 12 at the 17-yard line for the Giants. Opening drive of the ball game. 3 receivers to the far side. Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers back. Rogers steps up. Throws downfield, and it's caught by Doss all the way out to the 37-yard line. A 27-yard gain by Chris Doss. A 20-yard gain, to Chris Doss. The 4th-year receiver out of Army. 20 yards and a Giant first down. On the tackle, Dalton Hodge, the 3rd-year safety out of Oklahoma. But the Giants get the big first down. Out to their own 37-yard line. Just underway, opening drive of the ball game. Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers to Eric Johnson. And Johnson is going to lose a yard back to the 6. On the tackle, number 53, that's Lawrence Timmons, the former Steeler, in his 12th year out of Florida State, the linebacker. Spent 11 years with Pittsburgh, now in his first year with Carolina. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Giants at their own 36. Giants come out in the offset eye. Rogers hands off to Kylan Johnson. And Kylan Johnson gets 2 yards out to the 38-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 9. Jason Redding on the tackle, number 51. The 12th-year linebacker out of Miami. And that will bring up 3rd and 9. Giants come out. William Rogers in the shotgun. On 3rd down, looking, throws. Out to Doss again. And Chris Doss comes through with another first down. A gain of 11. And that'll move the chains. First down, G-Men. Dwayne Smith on the tackle for the Panthers, the fifth-year defensive back out of Clemson. But it's a first down for the G-Man. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Misty's here. I think Davis is still in the house. Davis happy that his Patriots just won. Your team is in first place, Misty. 1st and 10, Rogers. Throws downfield, caught by Doss. All the way down to the 24-yard line. A 26-yard gain to Chris Doss. Down to the Panther 24-yard line. Your Buccaneers are 7-5, and they're currently tied with Chicago and Detroit for first place. It's a three-way tie for first, but at least they're in first. First and 10 for the Giants at the Carolina 24-yard line. Giants trying to keep the pressure on Dallas. The Cowboys play at Cincinnati this week. That's going to be a tough game for them. Rodgers rolls out, throws to Kirk. Touchdown, Giants. Asher Cook, the third-year receiver out of Morehead State. A 24-yard touchdown catch to Asher Kirk. And the Giants take the opening kickoff, march down the field, and get a touchdown. And now the extra point by Zach Whitney. Kick is up, and it's good. Giants lead it 7-0. 4:43 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. Tomorrow night, we'll have Game 3 of the World Series at 8 o'clock Eastern, and that will be followed by the Eagles and the Redskins. And then we'll have a football doubleheader Friday. We'll have a football tripleheader Saturday. And then we'll have Game 4 of the World Series on Saturday. And then we'll have more football and baseball on Sunday. Whitney will kick off. Fielded by Stanton, 2 yards deep, brings it out over the 20-25. And Robert Stanton, in his third year out of Austin Peay, brings it out to the 25-yard line. Starting quarterback Pat Warren for the Carolina Panthers. Warren in his 6th year out of Vanderbilt. And I don't like TikTok a whole lot. A lot of crazy people on TikTok. Well, I don't know if you saw the more bad news that came out in the last 24 hours. We'll go over it in just a second. I wanted to mention it last game, never got to it. 4 receivers set wide. Warren to Holt, and Darryl Holt out to the 30-yard line, or the 29, a gain of 4. Let's take a look at the Panthers' offense. Up front, Walters, Crawford, Alford, Beasley, and Saunders. And now Harris, Reese, Holt, Burton, and Aaron. Well, we know that the college football game by EA Sports has been delayed until next year. Well, it may be delayed even further, because now there are some schools and some players that are playing hardball with EA when it comes to the NIL. Warren to Holt, and Darryl Holt down to the 32-yard line, a gain of 3 yards. Let's take a look at the Giants' defense. They play a 3-4. Watts, Robertson, and Deaver up front. Linebackers, Spencer, Sanders, Jones, and Glover. And the secondary for the Giants, Thompson, Tarver, Gibson, and Chapman. And that college football news comes on the heels of, what's the name of that other football game? Oh, I'm brain cramping. The one that everyone's been clamoring about. It's been delayed. On 3rd and 3, Warren, play action. Throws downfield. It's caught by Harris. All the way down to the 46-yard line. A 22-yard gain to Ike Harris, the 15th-year receiver out of Pittsburgh. What is it, All-Pro Football or whatever it's called? That's been delayed. And now we might not get a college football game at all, because they can't work out the NIL. Names and likenesses. You have to pay people to use their name and likeness in a game. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Warren back to throw. Warren looking. Throws, dumps it off to Holt. Incomplete. Like for the Madden game, for instance, all the NFL players are part of the players' union. So EA Sports pays a lump sum to the players' union, and that gets divvied up to all the players in the league. So they all get paid for the use of their name and likeness. But college football is not so easy. There's not one single clearinghouse. That's the problem. And it was already announced earlier that Notre Dame and Texas are not on board to use their names at all, or school names. And now we have other schools kind of chiming in, as well as players. On 2nd and 10, Holt around the outside, and Darrell Holt down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 6, it'll bring up 3rd and 4. I was reading that late last night and read it again this morning. Greg Jones on the tackle for the Giants. Will be 3rd and 4. This is why college football needs one central clearinghouse. On 3rd and 4, Warren in the gun. Warren looking, throws underneath. It's picked off by Sanders, the linebacker. Julius Sanders, the 4th-year linebacker out of Connecticut, picks it off for the Giants and brings it back to the New York 37-yard line. So the Giants will take over following the interception. Already up 7-0. They'll have it at their own 37-yard line with 2:33 left to play here in the first quarter. Kick and Uncle back in the house. Good to see they're kicking. First and 10 Giants. That's right, let's go G-Man. Rodgers in the shotgun on 1st down. Rodgers back. Throws to the near side. Caught by East. Out to the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain. Make it a 9-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and inches. James East, the 10th-year receiver out of North Carolina. It'll be 2nd down for the G-Men at their own 47-yard line. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Sports Davis, Kick and Uncle in the house. Great to have everybody here on this Wednesday night. In the I formation, Rodgers to Kylan Johnson. A flag is down as Johnson gets out to about the 48-yard line. This may be on New York. It's on the Giants. Clint Hall, the center. They call him for holding. They'll bring up 2nd and 9 back at the 38-yard line. 2 minutes exactly left to play here in the first quarter. Giants lead at 7-0, trying to capitalize off the interception. 4 receivers set wide. Rodgers hands off to Kylan Johnson, and Johnson out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. Kylan Johnson, the 3rd-year back out of Tennessee. Lawrence Timmons on the tackle for Carolina. A minute and a half left. We're in the first quarter. Giants come out in the offset eye. Rogers, play action. Rolls out, throws downfield, incomplete. He had a man open coming across. Patrick Collins was open and he missed him. And that will bring up fourth down. And the Giants are going to have to punt. So the Giants do not capitalize off the interception. Matt Runiger will come in to punt. Gets the punt away. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Not the best of punts. A 22-yard punt. And now Carolina will start at their own 33. Down 7-0, a minute 12 left here in the first quarter. Relatively speaking, a nice day. All things considered, we're in December. 45 degrees at kickoff. Partly cloudy skies. It could be worse. We're in December. In the I formation, Warren fakes the handoff, throws downfield, caught, incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Watts, the fullback, in his third year out of Bethune-Cookman. That'll stop the clock with a minute 8 left in the first quarter. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Carolina. We'll have hockey after this tonight. We'll start week number 13 of hockey. Let's see who's on tap. Minnesota at Boston. On 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 5 receivers set wide. Warren to Burton. And Rusty Burton down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3. Rusty Burton, the tight end in his second year out of Vanderbilt. A 7-yard gain. Under a minute left here in the first quarter. Giants up 7-0. On 3rd down, Warren hands off to Holt up the middle, and Darryl Holt, a nice gain, all the way down to the Giant 44-yard line. A 16-yard run by Darryl Holt, the 5th-year back out of Tennessee. On the tackle was Tarver, Sam Tarver, the 4th-year safety out of Arkansas. But it's a first down for the Panthers. The Giants 1 game behind the Cowboys. The Panthers 2 games back with 4 games to go. 1st and 10. This might be the last play of the quarter. Warren looking, throws. He's got a man open down the sideline, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 44-yard line. Next week, the Giants will host the Browns. And the Panthers next week will host the Redskins. This should be the last play of the first quarter. 2nd and 10 from the 44-yard line. Warren to Holt. And Holt gets outside. And he gets down to the 39-yard line. At the end of 1, the Giants lead at 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. The 5-7 Panthers, the 6-6 Giants. The Cowboys are the only team in the division above 500 at 7-5. The Giants 1 game back, tied with Philadelphia. On 3rd and 5, Warren in the gun. Warren throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Greg Jones, the linebacker, number 54, knocked it down in his 8th year out of Michigan State. Ike Harris, the intended receiver, will be 4th down And the Panthers are going to have to punt. Jimmy Jam with Sports Davis, Evil Dead, Kick and Uncle, all in the house tonight. The Panthers are going to try a 56-yard field goal. Chris Jackie, not wise. It's a fake. They throw inside to Jones, but the Giants are ready for it. The Panthers tried the old fake field goal. Excuse me. Desmond Jones, the fourth-year tight end out of Vanderbilt, does not get the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs, and the Giants will take over. A little trickery by the Panthers. $7:54 left to play. Here in the first half, Giants up 7-0. They'll have it at their own 39-yard line. Rogers in the gun. Rogers hands off to Eric Johnson. And Johnson gets 2 yards out to the 41-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8. On the tackle, number 97, Ray Thomas, in his 8th year out of South Florida. 7:35 and counting here in the second quarter. Giants up 7-0. 3 receivers to the near side. Rogers in the gun. Rogers back, setting up a screen pass. It's picked off by the linebacker Greer. One man to beat, and Rogers makes the tackle. Evan Greer just plucked it out of the air and returns it down to the 13-yard line. And now Carolina, a chance to capitalize off a turnover and get a touchdown. Evan Greer, in his 6th year out of Oregon State, the linebacker, picks off the screen pass. I don't think Rogers saw him. He was open, though. I give him that much. He was wide open. And the Panthers will have it at the Giant 13-yard line. A chance now for Carolina to tie the game up. These two teams played earlier in the season. I'll try to find that game. On 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Warren back. Throws down the middle. Caught by Sebastian. Touchdown, Carolina. It took them one play. A 13-yard touchdown catch by Patrick Sebastian, the second-year receiver out of Army. And the Panthers can tie things up with the extra point. Trying to see what these teams played earlier. I know they did. I'm looking down the schedule. The extra point by Chris Jackie. It's up, and it's good. We're tied at 7. With 7:15 left to play. Here in the first half, live from MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. It was back in week 6. The Giants beat the Panthers 24-21. The rematch here today. And the Panthers have tied it up at 7 with 7:15 left to play here in the first half. And now Chris Jackie will kick off. Fielded by East, 2 yards deep over the 15, 20, 25, 30. And James East out to the 31-yard line. First down, Giants. In a tie ball game with 7:11 left here in the first half. William Rogers comes back out. The second-year quarterback out of Ole Miss. We'll have Game 3 of the World Series tomorrow night. starting at 8 o'clock Eastern, and that will be followed by the Eagles and the Redskins. Our baseball-football doubleheader tomorrow. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Rogers, hands off, no play action, and he gets sacked. Coming in, Dwayne Smith, the defensive back, in his 5th year out of Clemson. A 9-yard sack on the play on the corner blitz. It'll be 2nd and 19 for the Giants back at the 22-yard line. He came in unblocked. Nobody picked him up at all. Unabated to the quarterback. Remember, the referees used to use that word a lot. Unabated to the quarterback. See, you learn a lot of words watching football. On 2nd and 19, in the I formation, Rogers to Colin Johnson, gets a yard out to the 23. It'll bring up 3rd and 18. On the tackle, Curtis Johnson in his 12th year out of Georgia. 3rd and 18 for the Giants at their own 23-yard line. We're tied at 7. Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers back, throws outside to Kennedy, down the sideline. James Kennedy out to the 36. A gain of 13 yards, but he's going to be shy of the first down. It'll bring up 4th and 5. James Kennedy in his 12th year out of Cincinnati. Looks like Dwayne Smith made the tackle for the Panthers. Kennedy spent 10 years with Philadelphia, now in his 2nd year with the Giants. Under 6 minutes left in the first half. We're tied at 7. And Matt Rudiger back to punt for the Giants. Gets the punt away. Fielded by Burden at the 18. And Chris Burden breaks the tackle. Burden to the outside. He nearly broke it. All the way to the Giant 47-yard line. Chris Burden for the Panthers. The 2nd-year tight end. Actually, he's the 2nd-year receiver out of Savannah State. To the Giant 47-yard line. We only have 2 players in the whole league that went to Savannah State. Burden's one. Kobe Jones for the Broncos, the running back's the other. First and 10 from the 47-yard line. 5:42 left in the first half. Now the Panthers have a chance to take the lead for the first time. On 1st and 10. Warren hands off to Holt. And Holt, no gain. On the tackle, number 90, Ricky Robertson, in his 15th year out of Miami, the defensive tackle. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. 5 minutes, 20 seconds and counting. 4 receivers set wide. Warren in the gun. Warren to Holt up the middle, and Darryl Holt to the 44, a gain of 3. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. Julius Sanders on the tackle, number 56, the 4th-year linebacker out of Connecticut, wearing Lawrence Taylor's old number. Five minutes and counting. Here in the first half, we're tied at 7. 3rd and 7 for the Panthers at the Giant 44-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Warren in the gun. Warren drops back. Looking, throws underneath to Holt. And Darryl Holt down to the 37-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. Make it a gain of 6. He'll be just shy of the first down. It'll be 4th down. Making the tackle, number 97 for the Giants, Easton Ayers, the rookie out of Texas Tech. This would be a 54-yard field goal attempt by Chris Jackie. Give the Panthers the lead. The kick is up. And that one's no good. Short and off to the left. We remain tied at 7 with 4:11 left here in the first half. We're live from MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. So William Rogers will come back out. First and 10 G-men. Let's see if the Giants can score again before halftime. They have plenty of time. William Rogers hands off to David Parks around the outside. And Parks to the 49-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. David Parks in his second year out of Michigan State. Under 4 minutes left. Now, when I say these players are from so-and-so college, that still has relevance because I do the franchise on Madden 12, and I bring the rosters over, and I use the NCAA game. Eric Johnson up the middle, and Johnson to the 39. A gain of 12 yards, first down Giants. I still have a PS3 with Madden 12, and I run a franchise on it with draft classes coming in from NCAA 12. And once I get the rosters off that, I bring them over here. So it's still relevant. First and 10 from the 39-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Rogers back. Rogers throws downfield, caught by Kennedy, all the way down. No, it's not caught by Kennedy. I thought he got it. It was broken up at the last second. Broken up by number 36, Michael Perkins, the third-year safety out of Minnesota. For a moment there, I thought he caught it. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 39-yard line. 3:08 left here in the first half. Rogers to Kylan Johnson, and Johnson gets slung down at the 41-yard line. A loss of 2 yards. Jason Redding, the linebacker, slinging him down. It'll be 3rd and 12. I really wish that Twitch still supported the PS3. Because if it did, I'd be playing Madden 12 on this thing. With the NCAA game as well. I would love it. 3rd and 12 from the 41-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Rogers in the gun. Rogers back. Looking. Throws deep to the end zone. He's got a man. Collins holds on. Touchdown, Giants. Patrick Collins held on. A 41-yard touchdown catch by the veteran wide receiver in his 8th year out of Georgia. Patrick Collins. He took a shot, but he held on. Let's watch it again. Michael Perkins tried to knock it away, but Collins held on. Took a pretty good lick. And now Zach Whitney for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Giants lead it 14-7. 2:34 left to play. Here in the first half, live from MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey, Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. I see there's already talk of the Jets. The Jets are thinking about leaving MetLife Stadium. They have to play there at least 3 more years. Their lease is up in 3 years. They're thinking about leaving. And they're thinking about building their own stadium back in New York City somewhere. The Jets are not happy at MetLife. Zach Whitney will kick off. I was reading about that today. Burden from the 2-yard line over the 15, 20, 25. And Chris Burden out to the 28-yard line. When I have spare time at work, I'm always looking at sports articles and things. I like to keep up to speed with what's going on. Something else that was announced today, I'll get to it right after this play. 1st and 10 Panthers from the 28-yard line. 2.5 minutes left. Y'all know the TV show Inside the NFL? It started on HBO, it went to Showtime. Well, it's got a new network. 1st and 10, Warren back to throw. Throws down the middle to Sebastian, down to the 46-yard line. A gain of 18 yards and a Panther first down. Inside the NFL will now be on the CW. The network that brought you Flash and Arrow and all that. The Arrowverse has come to an end, though. I used to watch all those shows. They were good. But Inside the NFL, the weekly highlight show, will be on Tuesday nights on the CW, 8, 7 Central. It was announced today. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. They get the play off. Warren looking. Throws outside, incomplete. We hit the 2-minute warning. The Giants up 14-7 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. The Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. The Giants lead it 14-7. The Giants are currently tied with Philadelphia, 1 game behind the Cowboys in the NFC East, and the Panthers are 2 games back. Warren in the gun on 2nd and 10. Hands off to Holt, and Darryl Holt around the outside, and Holt out of bounds at the Giant 44-yard line. A gain of 9 yards, it'd be 13 inches. Almost at halftime. Carolina trying to tie it up before we go to the break. Once again, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, we'll have Game 3 of the World Series. The A's and the Cubs, they're tied at 1 game apiece. And then we'll have the Philadelphia Eagles at the Washington Redskins. A baseball-football doubleheader tomorrow, 8 Eastern. On 3rd and inches, Warren looking, throws, gets it to Aaron. Down to the 30-yard line, a 14-yard gain to Aaron. The 9th-year receiver out of Baylor. Neither team taking a timeout yet. 1:35 and counting. Chris Chapman on the tackle. Number 25 for the Giants in his 4th year out of Virginia Tech. First down, Panthers. At the Giant 30-yard line, 1.5 left in the half. 3 receivers to the far side. Warren in the gun. Warren fakes the handoff. Throws inside to Harris. And Ike Harris down to the 20-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1. Ike Harris, the 15th year receiver out of Pittsburgh. 15 years. That's a long time to play wide receiver. We're coming up on a minute. 2nd and 1 from the 20-yard line. K-Doggy back in the house. Our new best friend for Illinois. On 2nd and 1. Warren back. Throws. And it's nearly picked off. Incomplete. Julius Sanders, the linebacker, knocked that one down. And that'll stop the clock with 49 seconds left here in the first half. It'll bring up 3rd and 1 for the Panthers. K-Doggy in the house. That's just a fun name. I like it. K-Doggy. You have to smile when you say that. Warren in the shotgun on 3rd and 1. Warren back. Throws outside. Is picked off by Gibson. He's going to go all the way. No doubt in my mind. That is a pick 6. Greg Gibson, 80 yards on the interception return for touchdown. the fifth-year safety out of North Texas, Greg Gibson, an 80-yard interception return for touchdown. An 80-yard pick six right before halftime. And the Giants go up 20-7. That ball hung up there, and Gibson jumped the route, and he goes the distance. You got the nickname from your cousin? All right. It's a good nickname. And now Zach Whitney will come on for the extra point for the Giants. Whitney for the PAT, it's up, and it's good. Giants lead it 21-7. 38 seconds left until halftime. We're live from MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. K. Doggy says, go Giants! Go G-Man! Well, now the Panthers have 38 seconds and 3 timeouts before halftime. That was a 14-point swing. The Panthers were looking to tie it up at 14, but no. The Giants go up by 14, 21-7. Evil Dead's predictions are not doing well today. He took Miami in the last game, and the Patriots won. He's taken the Panthers in this one, and the Giants are up by 14. Whitney will kick off. Fielded by Burden at the 5-yard line over the 20-25. And Chris Burden out to the 28-yard line. 34 seconds left here in the first half. Darryl Holt, the running back, his stats on the day so far. Well, they have 3 timeouts to the Panthers. They might be able to get in the field goal range before halftime. So Pat Warren, the quarterback, will lead the offense. They're in the I formation. Warren hands off to Darryl Holt up the middle, and Holt out to the 34. A gain of 6 yards. Make it 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. They take a timeout with 30 seconds left. Here at MetLife Stadium, home of the Jets and the Giants. But maybe not for long. Like I said, there's reports that the Jets are looking to make their own stadium somewhere in the city of New York. They're looking for an area. Land is pretty scarce in the 5 boroughs. On 2nd and 5 from the 34-yard line. Warren in the gun. 4 receivers set wide. Warren back. Looking. Throws to the near side to Holt. And Darryl Holt all the way down to the 43-yard line. A gain of 9 yards and a Panther first down. He steps out of bounds to stop the clock with 25 seconds left until halftime. One idea they've got floating around is that they've got a new soccer stadium being built in Queens for the New York soccer team. The Jets are thinking about partnering with them and making the stadium big enough for football. 1st and 10 from the 43. Warren, play action, looking, throws underneath to Harris, and Ike Harris out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 12 yards and a first down. The Panthers take a timeout with 19 seconds left until halftime. Right now, the New York City soccer team, I forget what they're called, are playing in Yankee Stadium, which is not ideal. They're at the 45-yard line of the Giants. 19 seconds left until halftime. Giants up 21-7. Warren in the shotgun. Warren takes the snap. Throws outside to Sebastian. A flag is down. Let's sort this one out. This may be pass interference. Oh. Unnecessary roughness on the Giants. On Sebastian, tackling him out of bounds. Chris Chapman. Tack on 15 yards. And the Panthers have it at the 12-yard line with 13 seconds left until halftime. But now the Panthers have a chance to get a touchdown and make it a one-possession game. Stupid penalty on the Giants. 1st and 10 Panthers from the Giant 12. 4 receivers set wide. Warren in the gun. Warren drops back. Throws to the end zone to Sebastian. Touchdown, Carolina. A 12-yard touchdown catch by Patrick Sebastian, the second-year receiver out of Army. And the Panthers, they only had 43 seconds when they got the ball, but a couple of good passes and a roughing the passer penalty, and they get close enough for the touchdown. And now Chris Jackie will come on for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. The Giants' lead is now 21-14. 9 seconds left here in the first half. Here at MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey, Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. We will have hockey after this. It'll be the Minnesota North Stars and the Boston Bruins as we start Week 13 of hockey in a 14-week season. The hockey playoffs right around the corner. K-Doggy says, no! K-Doggy rooting for the G-Men. And now Chris Jackie will kick off for Carolina. Fielded by East, a yard deep over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And James East out to the 27-yard line. 5 seconds left until halftime. The Giants will probably just come out and take a knee and go to half. Up by 7. So the Panthers managed to get a touchdown before halftime to make it a 7-point game. Let's see what the Giants do here. Yep, they're going to just take a knee, go to halftime. Go to the locker room. As Rodgers takes a knee, and we're at halftime. Halftime score, the Giants 21, the Panthers 14, here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey, right across the Hudson River from Manhattan. Week 13, the Giants and the Panthers. The Giants at 6-6, 1 game behind the Cowboys in the NFC East, tied with Philadelphia. And the Panthers at 5-7, 2 games behind the Cowboys. The Giants lead at 21-14. We're in Week 13, just 3 weeks after this one left. There's the kick by Whitney. The Panthers will get the ball first. Fielded by Burden at the goal line over the 15, 20, 25. Chris Burden out to the 29-yard line. The second-year receiver out of Savannah State. So the Panthers offense will come on out, down by 7. A chance for them to tie it up. Last year, the Giants were a wild card. They made it to the NFC Championship, but they lost to the Bears. The Panthers missed the playoffs last season. 4 receivers set wide, Warren in the gun. Burton in motion. Warren hands off to Darryl Holt. He gets nailed after a 1-yard gain to the 30-yard line. On the tackle, Julius Sanders, the linebacker. It'll be 2nd and 9. The hockey playoffs will be here soon. That should be fun. On 2nd and 9 from the 30-yard line, Holt around the outside, and Holt makes his way out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 yards and a Panther first down. Darryl Holt in his 5th year out of Tennessee. You like hockey? Well, you're in the right place. Evil Dead loves hockey, and so does CGM when he's in the house. And Clutch, he likes hockey too. Neither one of them are here right now. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Warren to Holt up the middle, and Holt to the 41-yard line. We have a 12-team, 14-week NHL sim season going on right now, and we're about to start week 13. The playoffs will be here soon. We'll have Minnesota at Boston up next. On 2nd and 9. From the 41-yard line, Warren pump fakes, hands off to Holt, a draw play, and Holt gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll bring up 3rd and 9. Greg Jones, the linebacker, in his 8th year out of Michigan State on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Panthers. Pat Warren in the shotgun. Warren back, throws underneath to Burton, and Rusty Burton all the way out to the 46-yard line of the Giants. A 13-yard gain for the Panthers. First down, Carolina in Giant territory. We're in the 3rd quarter. Giants lead it 21-14. The Giants trying to catch Dallas in the NFC East. They're 1 game behind the Cowboys. Philadelphia 1 game back also. The Giants have the tiebreaker over Philadelphia though. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Warren hands off to DeMarco Reese, and Reese gets 2 yards to the 44-yard line to be 2nd and 8. DeMarco Reese in his 4th year out of Wisconsin. Walter Spencer, the former 49er, in his 5th year out of Oregon, on the tackle, the linebacker. Spencer spent 4 years with San Francisco, now in his 1st year with the Giants. JG in the house. Good to see you, JG. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 44-yard line. Warren drops back. Throws down the middle. It's knocked down by Julius Sanders, the linebacker. Nearly intercepted. It'll be 3rd and 8. Sanders should have had that one. I used to have a coach that said if you can touch it, you can catch it. And I think there's truth to that. On 3rd and 8 from the 44-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Warren in the gun. Warren looking. Steps up. He's got a lot of time. Good protection. Throws it deep. Coming back for it is Harris. And Ike Harris all the way down to the Giant 11-yard line. A 33-yard gain by Ike Harris for the Panthers. All the way down to the Giant 11-yard line. First and 10. 4:43 and counting here in the third quarter. Giants up 21-14. We'll have that baseball, football doubleheader tomorrow and NFL doubleheader Friday night. A day full of sports Saturday, another day full of sports Sunday. First and 10 from the 11. Warren to Reese. DeMarco Reese gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Walter Spencer on the tackle. It'll be second and 10. Game 3 of the World Series tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern. The A's and the Cubs. That series is tied at 1 game apiece. Yep, I have an NBA sim season going on too. On second and 10, Warren to Reese, and DeMarco Reese down to the 4-yard line. A gain of 7 will be third and 3. We're still in week number 1 of our current NBA sim season. Football takes precedence here, and we get the other games in when we can. But none of the sim seasons use all the teams. Even the NFL, I'm only using 28 of the 32 teams. Third and 3 from the 4-yard line. Warren drops back underneath to Aaron, down to the 2-yard line. Well, that's my favorite team too. I'm from Miami originally. I love the Heat. They're playing game 3 right now. I haven't seen a score yet. If somebody can update me on the Heats and the Nuggets, I'd appreciate it. It'll be 4th and goal for the Panthers at the 2-yard line. They'll kick the field goal. This will be a 19-yard attempt by Chris Jackie. The kick is up, and it's good. Giants lead at 21-17 now. A 4-point game. 3:06 left to play here in the third quarter. Live from MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. I'm only using 28 NFL teams. I'm only using 26 NBA teams this time. Oh, the Nuggets are up? Damn. I hate that. Nuggets are good, though. I'm only using 12 NHL teams. In baseball, I just sim the regular season, and all I'm doing is the playoffs. Otherwise, it would just take too long. Kylan Johnson at the 3-yard line over the 20-25, out to the 26-yard line. Other than the NFL, the other 3 sports, they just play a lot of regular season games, and I can't do that. So I have to kind of whittle things down a bit. The NFL comes closest, but they only play, well, nowadays they play a 17-game season, but I only play a 16-game season. I don't like the 17-game season. First and 10 from the 26. Rogers back. Throws downfield. Caught by Collins. I don't know how he came up with that. At the 44-yard line. Patrick Collins, 29 yards to the Panther 44-yard line. First and 10. Well, the next NBA sim, I'm not sure. We're trying to wrap up the NFL and the hockey at the moment. The thing is, baseball, we're already in the World Series, so that will end soon. Hockey, the playoffs are 12 games away, so we're almost at the end of hockey. First and 10 from the 44. Rogers back. Rogers throws to East, down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 14 yards and a giant first down. And we're on week 13 of the NFL season. We should be able to hit the playoffs with the NFL probably right after the 4th of July, somewhere in the middle of July. So there's going to be a gap there. Once baseball and hockey's over, you'll be seeing a lot of NBA. And once football ends, until Madden 24 comes out, it'll probably be, that's the only thing you're going to see is NBA. 1st and 10, Rogers got hit as he threw, gets it out to Parks. And Parks, he's going to end up losing 2 yards back to the 32-yard line. He would have been better off dropping that. Michael Perkins making the stop. 1:46 left here in the third. It'll be 2nd and 12. Well, once baseball wraps up, and it will soon because we're in the World Series, you'll see a lot more NBA. It's hard to have 4 sim seasons going at one time, so we're trying to end at least one of them before we start the NBA up again. 2nd and 12 from the 32-yard line. Thank you there, K. Doggy. Johnson around the outside, down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Giants. I know they're playing in Miami for Game 3. They split the 2 games in Denver. I saw that. I watched a little bit of Game 2. The last part of it. 3rd and 10 from the 30-yard line. Rogers back. Looking. Throws outside to Collins. Trying to get the first down. He's very close. They give it to him. A 10-yard gain by Patrick Collins. First down, Giants. Down to the Panther 20-yard line. 45 seconds left. When this NFL season's over, I was kind of projecting it out. There'll be about maybe a 3 or 4 week gap before Madden 24 comes out, so we'll go probably about 3 weeks without football. That'll give me a chance to set the rosters and everything. 1st and 10, Rogers to Parks around the outside, and Parks gets 2 yards down to the 18-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8. Jason Redding on the tackle. I took a calendar at work today and projected out the rest of the games. And I should have this NFL season done by about the 3rd week of July. On 2nd and 8, Rogers, play action. Looking, throws downfield, it's caught and out of bounds at the 11-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Giants up 21-17 here at Javin Sports. Welcome back to MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. We start the 4th quarter. The Giants lead the Panthers 21-17. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Giants at the Carolina 11-yard line. I'm really hoping Madden 24 is good. I'm getting tired of these crap Madden games. That's why I've been using 19. Now this is my 6th sim season using Madden 19. But Madden 19 is good. Rogers back, throws outside to Benjamin. And Benjamin down to the 2-yard line, a gain of 9. 1st and goal. James Benjamin, the 3rd-year tight end out of Nebraska. First down, G-Man. 1st and goal from the 2. The Giants can make it a 2-possession lead with a touchdown. We will have hockey after this. Minnesota and Boston. We're trying to get a hockey game in every night. So we can get the season to the playoffs. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Rogers, play action. Benjamin, touchdown, Giants! A 2-yard touchdown catch. By James Benjamin, the tight end. The Giants go up by 10, 27-17. They can go up by 11 now. Zach Whitney for the extra point. Kick is up. It's good. Giants lead at 28-17. 7:29 left to play here in the fourth quarter here at MetLife Stadium. I'm sorry, what? Misty's asking why everybody has to stay inside in New York. There's those wildfires up in Canada, and the winds are bringing all the ash down into New York. It's all hazy and foggy. It's not good to breathe. There's the kickoff. Fielded by Stanton at the 4-yard line over the 20, 25, 30. And Robert Stanton tackled by the kicker out to the 35-yard line. I like Jimmy Butler. I didn't mean to ignore your question there, K-Doggy. I like Butler. I like Harrell also. But I'm from Miami originally. I live in Nashville now, but I'm from Miami originally, and I still like the Miami teams. Except for the Panthers. I've never really gotten into the Florida Panthers. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. 5 receivers set wide. Warren looking, throws, and it's nearly picked off by Greg Gibson. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Yeah, Haslam, he's a good player too. I mean, they're all. I like them all. I mean, they're good. They made it to the finals. Obviously, they're good. I remember when the Colorado Avalanche was playing the Florida Panthers. I was rooting for the Avalanche. I just don't like the Florida Panthers. I don't know why. I just don't. On 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line. Warren in the gun. Warren back. Throws downfield, caught by Harris. And Ike Harris all the way down to the 43-yard line. A gain of 23 yards to the Giant 43-yard line. Just over 7 minutes left to play here in regulation. The Giants are up by 11. 28-17. The Panthers are trying to come back. The long-time receiver for the Panthers, Ike Harris, in his 15th year out of Pittsburgh. The Pittsburgh Panther, now a Carolina Panther. Under 7 minutes to play. The Panthers have to score twice. Pat Warren in the shotgun with the back on either side. Warren back. Looking. Throws. And it's nearly picked off. That would have been another pick six. Sam Tarver nearly had a pick six. The 4th-year safety out of Arkansas. It was intended for Darrell Holt, the running back. And that should have been caught. That'll stop the clock. 6:45 left. 2nd and 10 from the 43-yard line. Warren in the shotgun. Warren back to throw. Looking, steps up, gets sacked. Back at the 50-yard line. Making the sack, Marion Glover, the 5th-year linebacker out of North Carolina. That'll be a loss of 7 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 17. Nuggets are up 93-79. It's a 14-point lead. Come on, Heat. I'll watch the highlights later. I like the Heat when LeBron was on it with Chris Bosh. 3rd and 17 from the 50-yard line. Warren in the gun. Warren looking. Warren. It's got all day. He throws. And his receiver is out of bounds, incomplete. It was caught by Ike Harris, but it was out of bounds. And that'll bring up 4th and 17. And at this point in the game, the Panthers have to go for it. They're down by 11 with 6:09 left here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go for it. 4th and 17. 4 receivers set wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren back. Throws deep downfield. And it's caught by Burden all the way down to the 1-yard line. A 49-yard gain by Chris Burden down to the 1. Harlem Shake. You should see me, Jimmy. Yeah, I liked it when LeBron was there. Dwayne Wade. Chris Bosh. See, who else was on that team? They won multiple championships. That was a great team. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Panthers trying to make it a 1-possession game. Warren to Holt. And Darryl Holt is in for the touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run by Darryl Holt. And the Panthers are now down by 5, 28-23. The Panthers will go for 2 to make it a 3-point game. So 2-point conversion coming up. K Doggy, say hello to Sports Davis. Davis, say hello to K Doggy. 97-83. Still 14 points. And now the 2-point conversion try for Carolina to make it a 3-point ball game. Warren in the shotgun. Warren hands off to Holt, and he does not get there. Tackle by Ricky Robertson. Number 90 in his 5th year out of Miami. 15th year out of Miami. It remains a 5-point ball game. Giants up 28-23. Still a lot of time left. 5:34 left to play here at MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. We'll have the Eagles and the Redskins tomorrow, but that will be after baseball. We'll have Game 3 of the World Series tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. The A's and the Cubs. That series is now tied at 1 game apiece. And these A's are a lot better than the real A's by far. Chris Jackie will kick off. Fielded by East, he'll take a knee, touchback, and the Giants will have it at the 25-yard line. For those that are new here, I do the play-by-play for baseball and football, but hockey and basketball, I let the game do it because they do a better job than I could. Those 2 games, the commentators do a great job. So I just step aside and let them do it. Well, especially with Madden. The Madden commentary is terrible. 1st and 10 from the 25. Rodgers in the gun. Fakes the handoff. Throws outside to Kennedy. And Kennedy down to the 28, again of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Misty just paid me a compliment. She goes, I do it better. Appreciate that, Misty. I didn't know you're still awake over there. What? Oh. So Kennedy gets 3 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7. 5:15 and counting. Tell all your friends, neighbors, co-workers, and teammates about Jammin' Sports. Let's get people in here. We've been doing this since 2020. Rodgers back, throws. It's caught by Collins. He breaks a tackle. And he gets out to the 47-yard line, a gain of 19 yards. First down, Giants. We started doing this during the pandemic. I looked at my very first one. It was late February of 2020 when I started doing this on Twitch. It's the perfect vehicle for this. I also upload the games afterwards to YouTube so people can watch there too, after the fact. So I have a YouTube channel as well, but it's not live. 1st and 10 from the 47. Rodgers under center. Draws back, throws. It's picked off by Greer. Evan Greer for the Panthers. He brings it back. He may score. One man to beat. No. Rodgers makes the tackle. Oh boy, that changes everything. Evan Greer picks it off and brings it back 33 yards to the Giant 20-yard line. And now the Panthers just down by 5. They can take the lead in this one. The Giants have let the Panthers hang around all day, and usually that bites you in the butt. Evan Greer, the 6th-year linebacker out of Oregon State. The Giants were up by 11 just moments ago, but now the Panthers with a chance to take the lead. They're down by 5. They got to get a touchdown. A field goal does them no good with 4:27 left. That changed the whole complexion of this one. Cowboy and Eagle fans are saying, come on, Panthers. 86-99. Still a 14-point lead, or 13-point. Rodgers in the gun, 5 receivers wide, Warren back. Warren throws to Burton. Rolls out of bounds at the 18-yard line. A 2-yard gain, it'll be 2nd and 8. That'll stop the clock with 4:23 left. Pat Warren, the quarterback, in his 6th year at Vanderbilt. It'll be 2nd and 8. I get a lot of views after the fact on both Twitch and YouTube. On 2nd down, Warren to Holt. And Holt's going to lose 2 yards back to the 20-yard line. On the tackle, Greg Jones, the 8th-year linebacker out of Michigan State. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Panthers. Giant defense trying to get a stop. Panthers trying to capitalize off the interception. Third and 10 from the 20-yard line. In the offset eye. Watts in motion. Warren to Holt. And Darryl Holt goes nowhere. He's going to lose a yard. Greg Jones on the tackle once again for the Giants. And that'll bring up 4th down. Decision time for the Panthers. Do you kick the field goal and trust your defense? Or do you go for it? A field goal would make it a 2-point game. 3:35 and counting. Let's see what they do. They're going to try the field goal. This will be from 38 yards. Chris Jackie to make it a 2-point ball game. The kick is up, and it's good. So the Giants lead 28-26. There's still time. 3:23 left to play. We're live from MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. So this game has gotten interesting. With 3:23 left, just a 2-point ball game. Appreciate the update there, K-Doggy. During college football season, who was it that was keeping me updated on college games? I forget. Somebody was. There's the kickoff. Fielded by Kylan Johnson, 3 yards deep, out over the 20, 25. And Johnson brings it out to the 30-yard line. Once again, next week, the Giants will host the Browns. And next week, Carolina will be hosting the Redskins. We'll see the Redskins tomorrow night after baseball. They'll be hosting the Eagles. The Redskins, though, they're not eliminated yet. They will be if they lose tomorrow, though. 4 teams have been eliminated already from the playoffs. We'll go over those in a second. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. William Rogers, the quarterback, under center. Hands off to Kylan Johnson. And Johnson down to the 34. A 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6. The 4 teams that have been mathematically eliminated already in the AFC, the Ravens and the Broncos. And in the NFC, the Falcons and the Packers, believe it or not. 10-point game. Come on, Heat. Thank you for the update there, K-Doggy. On 2nd and 6, Rogers looking, throws, caught by East, and he's out of bounds at the Panther 48-yard line. An 18-yard gain to James East. First down, G-Men with 2.5 minutes left. So the Giants into Carolina territory, trying to get another score, trying to put this one away. If the Giants were to get a touchdown on this drive, it'd pretty much put this one away, one would think. 2.5 minutes left, 2-minute warning coming up. 3 receivers to the far side, Rogers in the gun. Rogers to Eric Johnson up the middle, and Johnson down to the 41, a gain of 7. Make it a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. The 3rd year back out of Duke, Eric Johnson. On the tackle, number 39, Dalton Hodge, the strong safety for Carolina. And we got the 2-minute warning probably right now. Giants up 28-26 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to MetLife Stadium. They ought to call it Snoopy Field at MetLife Stadium. They really should. I would vote for that. Giants lead at 28-26. We're at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 2 for the Giants at the Carolina 41-yard line. New York trying to put this one away. The Panthers have hung around. 4 receivers set wide. Rogers in the gun. Rogers to Eric Johnson, and Johnson's got the first down. That's huge. And the Panthers take their first timeout. Still a 10-point game. The basketball game, K-Doggy's updating me here. So the Panthers take a timeout. They can still force the 3 it out and get the ball back with about 45 seconds. It'll be 1st and 10 Giants from the Panther 36. If the Giants get another first down, though, this one's essentially over. All right. Thanks, K-Doggy. 4 receivers set wide. Rogers in the gun. Rogers to Eric Johnson. And Eric Johnson gets 2 yards. Carolina takes their second timeout. It'll be 2nd and 8 at the Panther 34-yard line. 1:51 left. Lawrence Timmons on the tackle. A 1:51 left to play. Giants holding on to a 2-point lead, 28-26. Giants trying to get the season sweep on the Panthers. Come on, Heat. They're down by 11. On 2nd and 8. In the I formation. Rogers to Parks, and David Parks 2 yards down to the 32-yard line. Carolina takes their final timeout with 1:47 left. The Giants can wrap this thing up with a first down right here, and then they'd be able to run out the clock. It's 3rd and 6. Carolina now out of timeouts. Don't forget we have hockey up next. Minnesota at Boston, as we'll start week 13 of our 14-week regular season of hockey. Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers back. Throws, dumps it off to Kennedy. He's going to be shy of the first down. But the Giants are in field goal range. They can make this a 5-point game again. Jason Redding made the tackle. It'll be 4th and 3. This will be a 46-yard field goal attempt by Zach Whitney, the 5th-year kicker out of Louisiana Tech. So the Panthers keep the Giants from getting a first down. The clock is running. 1:10. And now Whitney from 46 yards to put the Giants up by 5. The kick is up. And, it hit the crossbar. No good. Oh boy, that changes everything. Now the Panthers, all they need is a field goal, and they can win this thing. Whitney's kick hit the crossbar and bounced back. The Nuggets up by 12. Come on, Miami. How much time is left, K-Doggy? I'll watch the highlights later, but 58 seconds left. Now the Panthers, all they need is a field goal, and they're starting at their own 36-yard line. They need about 35 yards for a decent field goal shot. They have no timeouts, though. 58 seconds. Pat Warren in the shotgun. Warren drops back. Throws downfield. Caught by Sebastian. Out to the 48-yard line of the Giants. A 16-yard catch by Patrick Sebastian. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 54 seconds left. The Panthers are not in field goal range yet. They need about 15 to 20 more yards. At least 15 at the minimum to get in field goal range. On 1st and 10 from the Giant 48. Warren in the gun. Warren back. Warren throws. Is caught by Harris. All the way down to the Giant 35-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. Panthers in the hurry up. 1st and 10. Warren will spike it, 40 seconds. And he spikes it to stop the clock with 39 seconds left. Oh, the Nuggets won by 15. Damn. So Denver takes a 2-1 lead in that series. When is game 4? Friday? I think it's Friday night. 4, make it 5 receivers wide. Warren in the gun on 2nd and 10. The Panthers just down by 2. Warren back. Warren throws. It's caught. No, incomplete. Darryl Holt nearly caught it, but it was knocked away by Chris Chapman. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. 35 seconds left. Game 4 is on Friday. All right. Thank you, K-Doggy. It would be a 52-yard field goal from here. 3rd and 10. 4 receivers set wide. Warren in the gun. Warren to Holt. And they cross him up with a draw play. Down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 9. They're now in field goal range. This would be a 42-yard attempt. But the Panthers are out of timeouts. But they're definitely in field goal range. They will run the clock down. Carolina can steal one here from the Giants. The Giants have let the Panthers hang around, and it's going to cost them. Raina Thompson made the tackle, number 21, to get the stop. The Panthers are going to let the clock run down. And now they'll kick the field goal. This will be from 42 yards. Chris Jackie, as time runs out. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the Panthers come from behind and upset the Giants 29-28. The Panthers go to 6-7, and the Giants drop to 6-7. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Hockey up next. We'll see you then.